I think we got to. I think Nash, as we call him, but I'm not stoked on this. Hold, please. Ooh, what a great way to start the stream. Right here with a nice little A and a K. Good morning. Feeling beautiful, feeling pretty. Sure makes me feel pretty. Love it. What's going on, guys? I've been kind of ignoring my responsibilities this week with the 10K going on, so I need to turn that around. That's going to be the goal this week. Getting some more stuff done, getting this apartment a little bit more organized, getting some more stream work done, having a plan to have my YouTube videos out in a timely manner, getting the social media stuff back together, doing some more studying, organizing a couple of coaching sessions. I think I'm going to start doing my own coaching sessions as well for low stakes MTT players. Just, what's your favorite tourney online? Poker Rookie 2018. My favorite poker tournament online. I don't think I have one. I do like the 320 Gladiator on Sundays, especially. Really like that tournament. Just got a good format, and the bounties get really exciting once you go deep. It's probably my number one as far as like regular tournaments, I think. The 55 Bounty Hunters, always a good one. Or the 55 Gladiator as well. It's 100K guaranteed on Sundays. That's pretty nice. You know what? The 215 million. How do I not say the 215 million? 1 million guaranteed. They have a bajillion day ones, and I won 106 grand off of it. That's very silly of me not to say that one. I think that's an easy one. I'm very grateful that tournament's around. Obviously, right? It changed my life. How would I not consider that to be my favorite? Good luck, guys. Ooh, best case scenario right there. Beautiful. Beautiful. Can you explain what goes through your head as you play a hand? Well, sometimes there's some button clicking going on, right? So you just generally know what kind of range of hands you should be playing with based off of your position and your stack depth, right? So there's that. But I guess the first thing that goes on in my head when I'm about to play a hand is my stack depth, my position at the table, the stack depths of other players at the table, and maybe any tendencies that I've noticed out of the particular players. Generally, I quickly kind of run that through my head, and then I make a decision. Open, fold, 3-bet, limp, whatever. I make the play, depending on how many players are seeing a flop. King. Nice. Run good. Depending on how many players are seeing a flop, so let's just, for simplicity's sake, make it heads up in this particular scenario. Then I go, all right, what's their position? What's their stack depth? What's a general range that most people are going to play based off of those situations? You kind of hypothesize, And then you make a play based off the flop texture, based off of your hand and perhaps its blockers or its perceived range, and based off of your opponent's perceived range. And then depending on how they react, you have to react as well in accordance, right? And then as each streak goes on, you just keep doing that over and over and over again. Sometimes you have to play in a vacuum. Maybe you don't know what your opponent is like as a player. So you just got to play based off of like what's the best play in the long run. And sometimes you exploit them. It all depends on who they are. That's generally what goes on in my head, like a very basic way of explaining what goes on in my head. Real quick. The other guy folded with the aces. Hold, please. Hold. Nice. DD Birds of Prey, DC villain movie, yay or nay? I'm on the fence. I'm leaning on it looking like it's not that good. I hope that they learn their lesson from Suicide Squad and try and make it a more down-to-earth. Because from what I understand, I don't know the Suicide Squad comic books very well, but from what I understand is that they were kind of more like used to fight Black Ops operations, not to fight fucking monsters and aliens, right? That makes more sense to do kind of Black Ops type situations. So if Birds of Prey kind of leaned more towards like fighting normal human beings instead of fighting aliens, then I can see the story being a lot more enjoyable. I have a bit of an issue with Margot Robbie's like her Harley Quinn is obviously really good. It's really entertaining, but I don't know if it's good enough to like carry a movie. That's my concern. Yeah, so I'm a little reluctant on it. We're gonna have to wait and see. I don't even know if I'm gonna see it in the theaters, just because DC has dropped the ball so hard on pretty much all their IP, despite there being enough good source material to actually make good movies out of it, that for the most part, I'm not too interested in really seeing any more DC movies at all in the future. I've thought about like Waterman, Aquaman, and my first reaction of it was like, yeah, decent, you know? But that was because I'd set the bar so low, because all the DC movies had been so disappointing. Now that I think about it, the movie's pretty bad. I think Jason Momoa is a good Aquaman, and I think there's certain things about Aquaman that were cool, like the different kingdoms and civilizations and, you know, what they looked like and stuff was pretty cool. But then everything else just sucked. Like the introduction of the bad guys was pretty awful and pretty generic. The chemistry between the two leads was pretty bad. Everything was just like so predictable, you know? And then there was like really not enough time spent actually like letting you know who's who and why they're there. It was all just kind of spoon fed to you and forced down your throat instead of it being organic. But I'd love to be proven wrong. I'm a big Margot Robbie fan. I think she's very talented, and obviously, like, how can you not have a crush on someone like Margot Robbie too? Hopefully it works out. But yeah, I would lean towards Birds of Prey being bad. My expectations are very, very low. Hold, please. Hold. Nice. Cooler. So cool, I cooler 'em. That's too easy. I guess we'll just 3x when we're this deep, right? Good luck, us. Hold, please. Hold. Nice. That is a big punt. A big punt that I'm very, very grateful for, and I feel very, very lucky to be on the winning end of that. Big punt. Big old puntaroo. Get me up to 100K in the early stages. Beautiful. Man, I really want to call here, but I think we got to. I think Nash as we call him, but I'm not stoked on this. Hold, please. Hold. Nice. Ugh. That was just too tasty. Making our super light chase here for a pretty big bounty. That's top 5 in chips. I figure it's a decent spot when there's all the other 3 behind are all short stacked. I have them covered, so I'm not gonna worry about my tournament life too much. This is probably a little too loose, but 7 jack. Well, at least we knock out Prince of Wales. Still gotta grab a bounty. Our hand was okay versus ace 3. I don't think we lost any chips there. I don't mind it. Do I hate it? I don't know. I think BRYN KENNEY is easily the worst example for anything when it comes to being successful in poker. His methods work for him, and they work for very few other people. I mean, he did one of the most degen things ever and put like his whole life roll into one tournament and just happened to get lucky enough to bank it because he was feeling it, you know? Like, that's not responsible poker playing. It's a great story, and like the poker industry almost needs a story like that because it's so entertaining. It's so movie-like, you know? But that's not something, like, you should not model how you approach poker after someone like BRYN KENNEY. And that's not to say that I don't like the guy. I admire him. He's ballsy as fuck, and he obviously knows what he's doing, and, you know, he's a great personality for the industry. But man, don't be using BRYN KENNEY as an example for succeeding in this business, because you are going to take a one-way ticket to Shitsville, to Pound Town, and it won't be fun on the way down. Nice. Beautiful. Give me that bounty. I think I'm just gonna open shove here. Let's go for the steal. Might be a little too loose. Probably not the end of the world. Oh, he has... Fuck, he had 25 big blinds. I thought he had 20 for some reason. I had in my mind he had 20. Oh my god. Shit. Oh, man. It seems so fine until you run into pocket aces, and then you just feel like a tool. And I feel like a tool. I feel stupid. A little remorseful even. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. 4. Fuck. Man, we're just getting wrecked all of a sudden. All right, 14 bigs. Let's do it. So we got a little bit of fold equity because of the bubble, hopefully. Oh boy. Hold? Hold? Yeah! I had to process that for a second. Whee! That was nice. I'm just gonna open shove for this $70 bounty. Shut them all down. Don't you dare open shove. Good boy. Man, that was lucky at me. That was lucky at me. Imagine if this dude just folds. Be so funny. Hold. Home, please. Yeah, and a $70 bounty. We get the comeback and the bounty. Ah, beautiful. Wonderful. Wonderful even. I feel like a lucky man. So rigged, DGen. Rigged for the streamer. And we're on the bubble too. Real quick. Gonna rip here in the 55 bounty hunter. 20 bigs. Damn. That's the second time I've shoved in the small blind and gotten called off. Bit of a bummer. Did I re-enter that ever? I did, yeah. Good luck, us. Ugh. That's so disgusting, dude. That's so disgusting. Ugh. I want to cry about that one later. Hopefully we get enough run good throughout the day that I'll forget about it. So what are we guaranteed here? In the money, guaranteed $129 plus my bounty. I've made $185 in bounties. So about $300 in bounties. We're almost 3xing the money. First place is going to be $1,100 plus bounties. So somewhere between 2 and 3K, dependent on how many bounties you manage to collect. I'm easing into things, man. I got exhausted yesterday. My buddy telling me to do this, do that, and I'm just like, man, everybody's telling me what to do lately. It's so annoying. Like very little, like there's like everyone in my life, very little acknowledgement of the massive changes that have happened in my life lately. It's like, guys, like my lifestyle between now and a year ago are night and day. It's completely different. Can we just acknowledge the fact that I am making changes and just calm the F down? Can we do that? It's just very, very crazy. I'm just easing into shit, guys, you know? I want to ease into everything. Just take my time. Let me go at my pace, you know? God, if he shoves here, it's pretty gross. Oh boy, why do I feel like he's got a set of sixes? Might be a check. Ugh, disgusting. Imagine not 4-bet shoving there pre-flop. Fuck that guy. I'm just being salty, Chad. I'm just being salty. Oh my god, really? Ugh. Well, 14th for $315. Sigh. Just gonna get this in. Click us. Bummer. Sixes again? 2 hands in a row? Quads though, so that's cool. It's pretty cute that he got quads. That's cool, I guess. I guess I can't be too mad. I guess that's kind of neat. What comedy from your childhood do you still enjoy now? For me, Ace Ventura, Pet Detective. Oh, that's a good question. 2 movies that like still hold a special place in my heart, but I haven't even seen in a long time, but they always hold a special place in my heart is The Hangover and Pineapple Express. Those are movies where like I was really starting to kind of be comfortable in my own skin as a teenager, and I was making friends and hanging out with them and enjoying their company, and you know, we'd all get baked and there'd be like 10 of us would drive 2 or 3 cars to the movie theater in the next town over and watch The Hangover. And I to this day, I have not watched a movie that has made me laugh harder than The Hangover. First time seeing that movie, it was like, it's the closest I'll ever feel to like understanding what a high feels like. As I know that sounds really stupid, but I laughed so hard that I spent the next 2 years kind of trying to find that feeling again. Try and watch a funny movie that's gonna make me laugh as hard as the Hangover 1 made me feel. And then after a while, I realized I don't think I'll ever watch a movie as funny as that movie the first time that I watched it. And I haven't. Pineapple Express was a close one for me, but Pineapple Express was just kind of more funny for me because there were so many things that they were doing in the movie where I was like, bro, that's like totally us. You know, bro, dude, we act that way when we're stoned. Bro, that's us, dude. So, you know, those will probably be my number 1 and number 2. I haven't actually seen either of them in a long time because I'm not a huge comedy fan, but I appreciate those movies. Let's get it. Nice. Oh my god. Come on. Turns out this is gonna be my Wednesday, I guess. Okay, I gotta pee. Be right back. Oh no, I got timed out of queens. Well, at least it was for satellite. I got timed out of almost everything. Oh, I got timed out of tens. I got timed out of ace queen. No. Fuck. I'm not even joking. I got timed out of all those hands. Ugh. I just really needed to pee, man. Timed out of ace, queen, tens, and queens. Ugh. I'm embarrassed. I legitimately am embarrassed. Good spot for him to jam. Bummer. Queen. Bummer. Today ain't working out the way you hope it would. I think this is just a good sign to call it a day. My gut is telling me to stop playing. I don't want to listen to my gut. For those of you guys watching the YouTube video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Of course, show me a little love there. Trying to get that YouTube channel growing, and it's doing pretty well so far, so I appreciate that. Thank you, everybody. Much love. Thank you for hanging out. Have a good one. Take it easy.